Good evening, everybody. Welcome and thank you to tonight's session. This is a special one because today we're going a little bit deeper. So every day we are learning. I've said in our very first meeting that I'm also learning. MetaForce is something that is bringing so many new elements to the world of smart contracts and how they work. It's bigger, it's better, and therefore, even if you've been involved in smart contracts or you are involved with Facade in the beginning, it's important for us to really take time to break it down and see what are the improvements, how do we leverage those improvements, and how do we make sure that we are using this platform for everything that it's got. Because one thing that I have understood from people who were involved in Facade. I personally was not involved in Facade. I have been involved in smart contracts before. I know how powerful they are, but Facade was not something that I had my own experience from. So I've been talking to a lot of people who have been involved in the program, who had firsthand experience breaking it down. And one thing that I get from many of them is that in the beginning, it was just ignorance on fire. People were going, they did not completely understand how it worked. And yes, you don't need to understand everything in order to make money. But because we have had this time before pre-launch, that gave us more time to really get into the system, how it works, how do we leverage it, and how do we make sure that we are not only learning from people in South Africa, but globally, there are teams who know a little bit more than we know because they did the first one, they analyzed it, and that's brought us here today. We have been really on a fact-finding mission. Initially, when I got started, and you'll hear this in my previous recordings, I understood, why people want to buy more slots, but it's not something that I really thought I really gave too much thought to. But in this time that we've had, I've really had time to look into it, to see what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, and this is where all of that comes from. I believe it's a great advantage, and I would be doing my community, my team, and those who watch my videos a disservice if I don't go into it and share what the findings have been, to say we have grown from that very first Zoom that we did. And today I'm going to show you exactly what the power of activating 5 slots can be for you and me. But one thing that doesn't change in my outlook is the fact that we have to do the work, folks. This, remember, is not an investment where we are coming in and you put down your money and your money works for you. For those who want to buy slots and sit, unfortunately, this video is not for you. This recording, tonight's session is not for you, because there we cannot say what will happen. You can earn, might not earn. None of us know. But if you are buying 5 slots and you are doing the work, and today we're going to speak specifically about referring 6 people. Now, 6, we're calling it the power of 6. This is for my builders. This is for the people who are saying, Lebo, we don't want to just make a little bit of money here and there. We want to build the big bucks. We are going for the, $100,000 plus mark. We want to do that within the first 90 days. Then this is definitely a blueprint that you can use to not only get you there, but to also get your team members there. And many of us are also, we've passed 6 directs already, just in sharing what is possible with Force. So 6 is a number that is achievable. It is a number that is worth committing to, and get 6 of your best, folks. Not 6, one is committed, one is half into it. You can rather take 20 people who are saying yes, and from your 20, take your best 6 and give those the link first, because those are going to be the people that really they are your riders, like that. The saying goes to say the 80-20 rule. 20% produce 80% of the results. So find your best people that you're going to be working with. This platform is about finding the best people, nurturing them. Yes, we're going to put in huge numbers. We're referring, but in order for us to be smart about it, find your best 6, get them to find their best 6, and then on top of the 6, we'll keep adding. You add number 11, number 20, we'll keep adding, but make sure your team of 6 is close to you, because that's where we're going to make a big difference. So I don't even know if I introduced myself at the beginning of this video. Apologies. At the beginning of tonight's session, my name is Lebogang. I am from Johannesburg, South Africa. I'm proudly representing Team Africa. We're not just talking about what's happening in South Africa. All over the continent, all over the world. Everybody wants to know about Force. And tonight, if you are joining us for the first time, I'll go a little bit, maybe 5 minutes into the background of who Force is, what it's about, but we're going to spend a lot of time on the actual marketing classic and how it works and how it can benefit you. So, quick 5 minute introduction into Force. Force is a decentralized smart contract. It's decentralized. It's DeFi or decentralized finance, and it is a platform that is operating on the blockchain. A smart contract means that this platform can work independently of any individual. So there is no, yes, there's a developer and a team behind it. However, once this team has deployed this contract onto the blockchain, they cannot delete it themselves, they cannot hack it, they cannot change it. Therefore, it's an autonomous contract. It is self-regulating, self-auditing. Just like Bitcoin, when Satoshi created Bitcoin, Bitcoin operates out beyond Satoshi because it's running on so many nodes all over the world. You can't shut it down. It doesn't have a server where you can go to a server and say, well, we're shutting down this server, therefore Bitcoin will cease to exist. It cannot be shut down. It cannot be hacked because the blockchain is spread over millions and millions of computers, machines all over the world that are part of this network. So with a smart contract uses the same technology. It's spread over all of these machines over this network. And the network that we are using is the Polygon network. Every blockchain has its own network. Bitcoin has its own blockchain, but the Bitcoin blockchain is limited in its functionality. It simply sends and receives funds. Now, other blockchains are a little bit more advanced, and the Polygon blockchain is one of those where we don't only just send and receive funds, but we can also get involved in smart contracts. We can get involved in decentralized applications. We can get involved in DAOs. All of that that can be done on that blockchain. So like we've said, there's no administrator, which means that the developer and team behind this, they cannot manipulate what's happening. It is strictly operating according to the protocols that they have set in place from the start. A question I got yesterday was, if this contract cannot be changed, how is it possible that we have a pre-start price, which is $5, and after 3 weeks, we are going to double the price of getting started with Force per level is going to double? And I answered that to say, simply because it's already put into the contract. So when the contract is deployed, the contract will know that for 21 days, this is how it's going to operate. From the 22nd day onwards, the contract will then kick into the next part, which is already written into it. So it's written before it's deployed. Then we are going into full prices. So that's how that change can be affected through the smart contract, for those of you who might be wondering. So that's Force, and that's what it's about. Now, Force is a community of crypto enthusiasts, a community of people who want to get involved in cryptonomics and the crowd economy. And with Boost, which is a part of Force that is coming up, we are going beyond just crowdfunding. All along, I've been talking about crowdfunding and how it's a peer-to-peer payment system. That still applies. However, with Boost, we are also going to implement more than just crowdfunding. We're getting into NFTs. We're getting into passive income opportunities via the blockchain. We're getting into, gaming via the blockchain, which is going to create income for community members. Now, for now, we're not going to get into all of that information, but I just thought it's important for us to mention it, since all of that is becoming clearer as we go. So let's get back to MetaForce. So that's MetaForce, and the community grows through us as being community members, sharing this opportunity with others, and they get involved, and then the peer-to-peer payment system comes into play. Now, how do we earn on Force? How do we get involved in this smart contract? Already I've said it's on the Polygon network. To communicate and to activate yourself on this network, you need to have a decentralized crypto wallet. It can either be a trust wallet, a MetaMask wallet, or I believe a token wallet. I'm not too familiar with that one, but MetaMask and Trust wallets, these are wallets that you can download on your smart device. You can download it on your laptop, and this is a wallet that you can store all your cryptocurrency on, not just your Polygon, but from Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of the best. You can store them on that wallet. Now, this wallet does more than just store your coins. It allows you to access Web 3.0. So you go through the browser on the wallet, and that is where we now communicate with these smart contracts. So that is Force in a nutshell. That's how we get started. Now, tonight we're going to be speaking about how do you maximize on the income earning potential that Force provides us with. Now, for those of you who are new, to get started with Force, it's a 12 level marketing classic. So the marketing classic has 12 levels, each level costing its own amount to activate. So level 1 costs $5 to get started, level 2 $10. This is all during pre-launch. Level 3 $20, and so on and so on. After launch, we're going to go into standard prices where it's going to cost $10 to get started, $20 for level 2, $40 for level 3, and so on. So the examples I'm using tonight are based on the pre-launch or the pre-start prices, which are going to be active for the first 3 weeks. So every one of us who is a part of Force, who is a part of this community, we have been invited by somebody. Somebody has told you about Force, whether it's via Zoom, YouTube, Facebook. Somebody introduced you to this platform and, gets you started. That person is what we refer to as an upline, a referrer, and they are going to give you their link to get started. And this unique link allows the smart contract to connect the two of you. So you don't just hang as an island. We are all interconnected, and the smart contract connects us through our wallet addresses, through our links. So when you get started, you are brought onto the platform by an upline. Now, Marketing Classic uses two types of matrices in order for us to earn. The first one is what we refer to as the S3. There's the S3. S3 simply means it's you. Maybe let me go to that screen and then we'll come back to this one. So the S3 simply means it's you, and there are 3 positions below you on that matrix. So let's open up this one. So there it is. The S3, it's you with a slot and 3 positions under you. The S6 is you with a slot and 6 positions under it. The S3 is very easy to understand. When you come on board, these 3 slots need to be filled, or positions need to be filled. When they are filled, the first 2 pay you, and the last one reactivates you to create another slot for you in the S3. So that's pretty simple and basic to understand. The S6 involves a little bit more, but it's also very easy to understand. So the S6 is what I'm going to explain and share back over here. So there we go. We're back on the S6. So with the S6, there's your upline. They come on board. And then when you register, you will be placed in the matrix of your upline. So there you are, but you will be placed on their S6. So they are going to see it like this. They will be here and they'll see 6 positions under them. You are going to see your S6 like this. You come on board, you will not see your upline. You simply see going down. So you're looking down. We're not looking up. We're not worried about what our upline is doing. We're concentrating on what we can control. And that's what we do. So with the S6, it's you, and there are 6 positions below you which need to be filled. So they all start off empty, and they are filled through our activity and the activity of our team. For tonight, I'm going to focus on you being the only person that is completing this cycle. Yes, this cycle can be completed through you referring 2 people, and your 2 bring 2 people each. That's still 6. It can be filled through your upline, bringing extra people. They fall under you, let's say a spillover. So let's say your upline refers an extra person, that person falls here, and you bring 1 here. So you've brought 1 person, you got a spillover from your upline, and then this person brings 2, this person also brings 2, the 6 is complete. That is a complete cycle. But for the power of 6, we are assuming each person who wants to achieve big numbers is going to personally refer 6 people directly. 6 people who you are going to teach to do what you have done. And what are you doing? Number one, we are each referring we're each referring 6 people. Number two, we are each activating more than one slot. So there are 12 slots or 12 levels on the platform. We are starting by activating, and for today's example, I'm going to do an example on 3 different cases. Case number one, you are activating from level 1 up to level 5. That is the sweet spot that we have been speaking about, and I'll show you exactly what that means. But for the ease of example, let's just talk about the S6 and how it works before we get there. So this is you, and there are 6 positions that need to be filled here. You then give 6 people your link. So you refer 6 people as they register, and as they activate their slots, they are going to fill position number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these 6 positions are filled, which is a cycle. Now, what happens financially? When this first person comes on board, their $5 that they use to activate this level does not come to you. It goes to your upline. So there it is, the $5 from this person, or the income from this person, regardless of level, because the S6 works like this. From level 1, level 2, level 4, level 5, it works exactly the same. So for example, on level 1, $5 from person number 1 goes to your upline. $5 from person number 2 also goes to your upline. So you've brought 6 people, but $5 for 1 and 2 went to your upline. 4, 5, 6, and 3, 4, 5, and 6, sorry, are going to come to you. So you get $5 from person number 1, $5 from person number 2, $5 from person number 3. Person number 4, this $5 does not come to your wallet. This $5 is going to be your re-entry. So a new slot is going to be created for you again on level 1. So you're going to start again right here, and these 6 positions are going to be empty once again. Now, the point is not to, you can refer another 6 people, you can refer more than 6 people, which is great. But on today's example, I'm going to show you that these 6 people, we want them to follow you, because there's a principle called follow the leader, meaning we're linked via our unique IDs that I spoke about earlier. And these IDs will make sure that every slot that you begin a new one, your people that you referred, when they also are reactivated and they have a re-entry, that money is going to make sure that they create a slot under you. So when these 6 people cycle out, they are going to follow you, and they are going to come on board and fill up this cycle for you again. I hope that's clear to everyone. So that's the S6 explained. In the S6, you will receive 3 times the income, 3 times the earning from your 6 directs, 6 people that you referred, in one cycle. So the fact that it's a cycle, it means that this can happen over and over and over again. So for example, level 1 cost you $5 to get started, but what you receive for the cycle on level 1 is $15. So 3 times what you started with. So there's no risk here. We're not investing to get a return, but there's no risk in terms of return. Am I going to lose my money? What if I come on board and I don't earn more than what I've used to get started? That's why I said, if you are just going to buy slots and not do anything, I can't guarantee what you're going to earn when you're going to earn it. But for the builders, you introduce 6 people, immediately your $5 is not just back, but you've received $15 to get you started. Now, here are the levels. Let's have a look at them. Level 1 to 12. Level 1, I've just explained, it's the S6 starting with $5. Level 2 is also an S6. And in this example, we are not, because we are activating multiple levels, Force has what is called an auto upgrade. So for a person who's just starting with $5, when they start with $5, they'll earn $5 back from person number 3 who comes in here. But person number 4 and 5, that $10 is used to create a position for them on level 2. Now, in our case, we have already activated level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. So whatever you're earning on level 1 is full profit, because you do not need to be auto upgraded to level 2 because you have already upgraded yourself. Auto upgrade is for levels that you have not yet activated. So for example, if you activate up to level 5, On level 5, you will then be auto upgraded to level 6 because you had not upgraded level 6 yet. If you upgrade up to level 3, you will only be auto upgraded from level 4. That's how that will work. So here we go back to talking about how much does it cost us. For today's example, I'll be talking about activating 5 levels. This is not compulsory, folks. Please don't think now, oh boy, I have to start with $155. No, I'm simply showing you what's the advantage of starting with $155. At the end, I'll show you if you can't afford $155, don't be discouraged. I'll show you if you can afford up to level 4, what does that mean? If you can afford up to level 3, what does that mean? But don't shoot yourself in the foot where you can afford even to upgrade to level 3 and then you only start with level 1, because you are doing yourself a disservice. You are simply slowing down your own progress. But if you want to progress where your affordability, your comfort levels are, that's where you need to get started. So let's look at it. So you activate level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What is the income going to be there? Because now as you activate these levels, let's go back Okay, let's go back one slide. So when you activate level 1, you open a slot here, you open a slot here on 2, a slot on 3, a slot on 4, and a slot on 5. When your people also activate 5 slots, that means they're each activating a slot on level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. All 6 of them are doing that, which means you will have completed a cycle on all 5 levels at the same time. So one person signs up, you refer level. Level activates level 1, I activate level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. All 6 of your people do that, which means you will receive earnings from the cycles on all of these levels. And that's where this part comes out. So level 1, you will receive a complete cycle. Remember, they're not keeping $10 to upgrade you to level 2 because you've already done it. So $15, that's 3 times what you started that level for, because this came from your pocket. Level 2, this $10 came from your pocket. You're going to receive $30, 3 times what you started with. Level 3, this is the interesting one. Remember, level 3 uses the S3. It doesn't use the S6. So if you refer 6 people, that means you are going to be completing 2 cycles on the S3, not just one. And the complete cycle on the S3 gives you $40. And then the last $20 is used to create another slot for you. So your first cycle will be created and your $20 will be used to restart the cycle again. And immediately when the next 3 people sign up, you will get another $40. Now, someone might say, Lebo, how's the system going to know this? What if my people are all signing up at the same time? Remember, folks, we're talking about technology that is super advanced. Even if your people are all signing up right now, there can be a split second between people registering, and in that split second, it's enough time for you to cycle and create a new slot immediately. So there's no waiting period. Say, oh, now I must give my 3 people the link in the morning and then give the other 3 the link in the evening. No, send it to them all at the same time. The point is the system will automate, the smart contract will automate that all within lightning speeds. That's also a good thing about the Polygon network. It's extremely fast, so it can handle these type of transactions. So that's for S3. So S3, you're earning $80, 4 times your $20 that you took from your pocket to activate this level. S6, you took out $40 from your pocket to get it started. You earn $120, 3 times what you paid. Then the S5, here you are only going to earn $80. Why is that so? It's because with the S5, that was where your last upgrade was. The system needs to auto upgrade you to level 6. So it will auto upgrade you to level 6, which means you've now not only just activated up to number 5, but you've activated up to number 6. And the great thing is that your 6 people, when they bring their 6 people each, they are going to complete the same step. And in that same step, they are also going to upgrade level 6. So you're going to earn level 6 income also from your 6 people duplicating, but we'll get here. So what have you earned? Here you've earned a total of $325 from 6 directs, all of them activating 5 levels. You activated 5 slots, which cost you $155. You will now receive $325. which means you've already received almost double what you started with for just referring 6 people. Now, for those of you who have 10, 20, 30, 40 people waiting to get started, start doing the maths and see where that's going to take you. Even if all of these people are registering at the same time, you are going to be cycling like mad when they get started. That is why we are moving with no brakes. There are no brakes on this vehicle. Force has no brakes. It is only acceleration. We are moving bigger, better, faster, and we're so excited. So let's look at this again. So yes, level 1 to 5, you earned that income. Level 6 is activated through the auto upgrade. And again, we explained that you've received $325, but now you are active through 6 levels. What happens when your 6 directs each duplicate? Now here it becomes ridiculous, because when they bring 6 each, already they've received 2 spillover from you. So they're going to cycle and cycle, and you cycle and cycle and cycle. But for the ease of introduction, I'm not going to go too deep into those numbers. We're going to take it from the top today. And as we go, every day we'll go, we'll take it a step further each time. So what happens when your 6 directs duplicate? Now, this has been calculated. Don't worry too much about it. When they introduce 6 each, that's another 36 people. So 36 plus 6, that's 42 people. A team of 42 people can earn you over $1,375. That's 3 cycles on level 1, 3 cycles on level 2. On level 3, it's 8. What is it? It's more cycles, because remember, level 3, we're only counting your 3 people. It's a level of 3. So 6 people gives you 2 cycles on the S3, and so you will earn all of these levels. That's 700. That's what, 700. Okay, I just want to move this so I can see properly. There we go. That's $720 from the S6. And that's a total of 1,375, over 22,000 Rand, just from your 6 people, each referring 6. Now, even if they just referred, you gave them 2, even if they just referred, I think 2 or 4 each, it would still happen because of the fact that you gave them spillover. So if they refer 4 people each, even before they get to 6, these cycles are already happening. Now, remember earlier I said your 6th slot opens automatically. So like that, all your team members' 6th slot will also open automatically. Sorry that I got tongue-tied there a little bit. So because your 6th level is complete, you are now going to earn a level 6 cycle, because you are on level 6 and your 6 people are also activating level 6 because they've completed their level 5 cycles. Now you've earned another cycle on level 6, which is going to give you $640. You started with $155, folks. Now you're at $640 with a team of less than 50 people. It's ridiculous. And so you receive 320 from that, because remember, the other 2 people, that's going to go to auto upgrade you now to level 7. So for those of us who are building, this is something you can do in less than a week from when we started. We started about last week, sharing the opportunity. And so we are at a point where most of us have over 6 people. Some of us have over 20, 30 people who are ready to get started. Many of them who are going to be activating multiple slots. So now you're already on level 7. That's why I said 7 in 7 days for those who are listening every evening. We want to get to level 7 in less than 7 days. That's another 5,100. So you earned from the first few cycles, which was $325, plus the $1,375, plus another $320 now. So you're over 30K in profit at the moment. And so pre-start prices, let's look at it again. You activated up to level 5, level 6, you now activated, you're now also in level 7. We are definitely going to get to level 12, folks. It's not a mystery. It's not we're not hoping, we are going to do it, because hope is not a strategy. We are working, we are planning, we are dissecting this every single day, and every day we're learning, and our understanding is what is going to propel our success with this platform. So let's look at it, folks. You're on level 7. Level 7, a cycle on level 7 is $960. That's 15,000 Rand in Rands, $960. We are launching next week, Tuesday. Well, that's, 90% launching next week, Tuesday. I just have to put that asterisk there to say, should everything go right, then yes, next week, Tuesday, the 28th, we are launching. Imagine how long, give yourself a target. How long is it going to take you to get to level 7? If it takes you, we're targeting within less than 7 days, imagine not next week, Tuesday, but the following week, Monday or Tuesday, starting to receive incomes of 15,000 Rand per cycle. That's before even the middle of July. You're receiving 15,000 Rand cycles. And look at the next cycle, 30,000 Rand. Where are you going to be when you start receiving this type of money? Folks, force is powerful. It is unstoppable. It is here to stay. But for those who are saying, hey, Level, you know what? I would love to get started with $155. But right now, I'm between, a rock and a tight place. I can't afford that. What other options do I have? Well, if you can activate for what? $75. Activate level 1 to 4, and your people, as they're doing the same thing, some might activate less, some might activate more, but just for $75, which is approximately 1,200 Rand, factor in some charges, that it becomes more affordable. But look at that, you now have activated level 5, because remember, your level 4 will be complete, which means you will have activated level 5, and you will earn a total of $165, whereas you started with $75. So you've earned a total of $2,640, but you started with $1,200 just as a start. When your people double and they bring their 6, you are starting to go into those big numbers. And now you're already on level 5. You're going to be activating level 6 soon. So it doesn't mean you if you can't, you lose out. Do it at least up to where you can. If level 4 is where you can go up to, great, do it. For those who are saying, hey, that's still a little bit tough, it's okay. Let's look at level 3. Level 3, you get started for $75. Is it 75? How much is it? No, that's $35. Sorry, I forgot to edit this. So it's $35 to activate up to level 3, and then you get an income of $85. $35 is approximately just under 600 Rands in South Africa. Just under 600 Rands, but you're already earning $85. That's 1,360 just by activating 3 levels. And when you do that, and your team also does that, automatically you jump into level 4. So you've got 4 levels activated now. And what have you done? You've bought yourself time, because time is the most precious asset. You don't want to waste time that you could have used to get you where you want to get to faster. That's why we use planes. Who wants to drive to KZN and take 6-7 hours and go through toll gates and sit? Time is money, folks. And that's what you're doing here. You're making sure that you're taking the faster route versus the slower route. Yes, we're going to get to the destination at the end of the day. But the truth is, in activating multiple slots and teaching your team to do the same, we're going to get there faster. That's just how it is. But this is for people who want to work, people who want to build, and people who understand that it's not a free lunch. It is something that is going to take effort, and effort we must put in. But it's such nice effort, folks. Let me tell you, you don't have to wake up at a certain time, be out while it's dark. And with technology now, here we are, you're sitting where you are, in whichever part of the world. Even if you're listening to this as a recording, technology is making things easier. Let's use it, let's leverage it. You can watch this over and over. If you are on YouTube, you can come on Zoom again the next time we have a Zoom, and the next time we have a Zoom, and you can invite people. You don't have to pick them up where they are in the comfort of their own homes. They can get started, they can join in, they can listen, and we can all get ahead sooner rather than later. So that's where we're at. I'm just going to have a look at our chat to see if we have any specific questions. And by the way, if you're from other parts of Africa, please do send a shout out in the chat. Let us know where you're from. We'd love to recognize you and see, where you're from. How far are we getting? How big is the team going? We are moving, folks. We are moving at lightning speeds, and you do not want to get left behind. Let me go back to that screen that shows us what the income is per level. So there it is. Let's say you just activate up to level 3, so automatically your level 4 is activated. You started with just $35, but look at you, you're now at a level where when you are profiting from that cycle, it's going to give you $240. What is it? No, not 240, sorry, $120. That's 1,900. and you started with 500 and something, just under 600 rands. This is not an investment. It is about work and opportunity coming together. And like that phrase says that I love so much, to say the best, oh, let me find it because I don't want to mess it up. But basically, the ball is in your court now. We have explained, I have done my best to explain to you what it's about and how you can get started. Now it's all up to you. What are you going to do with the opportunity that you have been given? Because the only way to show appreciation to opportunity is to act. We cannot act for you. We can simply show you, we can guide you, we can help you, we can, mentor you, we can empower you, but we cannot do the work for you. You have to get out there. You have to join us on Zoom. You have to make noise on social media. You have to share. You have to risk looking like an idiot to your friends who said, oh, there you go. When did you ever see somebody make R1 million in less than 90 days? It's okay. We're not worried about who is saying what. All we are doing is we're looking at the goal. We've got a target. We've set our eyes on the target, and nothing is going to stop us from achieving it. So from myself, I think tonight I have shared a lot. I don't want to say more than this. I don't want to risk confusing anybody. But if you are here for the first time today and maybe you're not completely clear, if somebody could just paste for us on the chat the YouTube links so that they can watch our previous videos. And if you're on YouTube, like the page, please, or like the channel, subscribe, because we will be bringing out more tutorial videos, how to buy Matic, how to convert, how to swap, etc. in the next day or two. So we'd love to be able to share that with you and make sure that you get it hot off the press. So thank you so much, folks. I was supposed to be on Facebook at 8 o'clock, but I still don't have any lights. So we'll see how level 3 affects us, stage 3, and then I'll announce on the groups and on Facebook what's going to happen with our live. But that's it from me. God bless you all. More fire to each of you. Godspeed, as they say, and let's make this money. I wish you all of the best. I wish you nothing but success, and the success is in your hands. And let's do it, folks. Thank you so much for joining. I'm excited. Next week is going to be a crazy week. I can't wait. But yeah, I'm happy that we're all going to be getting that. So thank you, folks. Let's call it a night. Good night. If you have any questions, get back to the person who referred you. And these are perpetual cycles, by the way. I didn't mention that. These cycles are ongoing. So once you cycle out of level 1, it doesn't stop. You're going to cycle again and again and again and again every single time. So that's another thing that's important, the perpetual cycles. So that's it from me, folks. Good night. I think we're done. Like and subscribe, share this video, and join us again for our next session. And we will announce that via all the platforms that we are on. Thank you, folks. Thank you, my Queen Seho. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. God bless and good night.